Hey guys, it's that time of week again. Today's video will be featuring issue 5 of the RedBull RB7. In the book today, we've got a bit of information here of Vettel's first win at Monza back in 2008. Bit of information about the RB4, the Constructors' Championship for that year, evolution of the RedBull RB4, the retirement of David Coulthard, and a bit of history about the track. I believe this is the first track mentioned in a booklet, which will be good because I'll be covering a lot of the current and former tracks in the Formula 1 calendar. Map of Hockenheim here. And different types of tyres. I believe these ones here are the ones that we'll be using on our Formula 1 with the foam insert. That comes out in issue 7. And today's issue is very simple. We've got 4 parts basically. The lower front chassis, front wishbone plate, front lower wishbone holder, and 2 screws. Unfortunately with this pack we can't do anything with it because we need up until issue 10 I think before we can actually do anything. So today they'll be going through putting on your first 2 stickers, the total ones on the sides of the wing plate and the red total one on the rear wing. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so the first step's pretty simple. Remove your total stickers out of the protective plastics and trim them up, but to make sure not to cut any of the total or the infinity or any of the text. So first off, we'll work with the front end total stickers. What you want to do, you're going to want to grab your ruler and your knife, scalpel or scissors. These scalpels are probably the best. You just want to gently put the ruler over it. Okay, then grab your scalpel. So what you want to do, you want to do the same with the bottom. Okay, making sure it's nice and straight. Okay, make sure that's cut off. Do the same with the top one. Okay. Now it's handy to either have like an old book or some newspaper, maybe a bit of wood, cardboard, or even a chopping board underneath, so you don't ruin your bench or whatever. Okay, so now you've done the tops and the bottoms. Do the sides. Okay, now I know the book just tells you to do a rough trimming around it with a pair of scissors. Now I did that with my first set of stickers on the rear wing and using the pair of scissors, and it didn't turn out too good. As around the stickers they've got a clear backing, it's not just the letters, where some car people would notice that with normal car decals you stick them on and then peel it off and it leaves only the letters behind. But that isn't the case today, so you want to try and get it as close as you can to it for best finish. Now you're spending all of this money here on building the RedBull, so you want it to look as nice as possible. Okay, so there we go. Alright, and once that's done, can either trim down around your letters a little bit, or you can just leave it as it is. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to trim it down a bit, to leave as much of the sticky resin or clear stickering off as I can for best finish. Okay, like, honestly I don't know why the stickers weren't pre-cut. It would make life a hell of a lot easier. Shit. Yeah. So you want to be very careful that you only remove the clear text, not the clear text, the clear backing, and not the text itself. So otherwise your sticker is ruined. Okay. Now I'll just do my T. This didn't turn out too good, did it? Hang on. There we go. Alright. So there we've got one total sticker done. Okay. And now it's time to apply it to the car. Alright guys. So this is where it's going. Along here. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to grab your sticker, grab an edge, and slowly peel it off from your backing. Alright, make sure you don't get any dust on the sticker backing. Okay, you just want to line it up here with the very top, of the thing, and lay it all out, lay it down nice and smooth. Okay, pushing out any air bubbles. Okay, now that was the first one I put on the front wing before. I got a little bit of dust caught up underneath from when I was cutting it up, but it's something I can work with, and it's not too over the top. So yeah, so now what you want to do, you want to cut up and repeat the process for the other side. Okay, so it's all the same process again. Just line it up, cut it off. Okay. You could even do the L and the T little inserts here freehand if you don't want to take the time to do it with the ruler. Okay. Also, with you really committed people with the fine detail, you could cut each letter out individually. And remove the clear backing altogether. But in this case we're going to be alright, so this side is reverse to the other side. Okay, where this side you lined up the T with the corner, this time you got to line up the L, but not with the corner because you got to leave room for the T on the other side. Okay, so peel off your backing. Alright, make sure no dust gets on the back. Okay, and it's all just roughly guessed, to be honest. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so wipe out any air bubbles if you've got any. Okay, a tip with the air bubbles, grab your knife and just poke a tiny little pinprick in the bubble and then squeeze out the bubble, and that will remove your air bubbles. Okay, so oh fuck. One of my little air fins just broke off. I have to glue that back on. But the stickers are done for that front wing. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and repair this and let that sit, and we'll get stuck into the rear wing. Alright guys, so next we've got our total rear wing stickers. Okay, you'll notice if you pick up, I don't know, it may be just my unluckiness, but on both rear wing set of stickers here, both of mine had a big crease through my stickers. I don't know if that was just me or if everyone went through it. Grab your ruler. First off, we're just going to remove them from the infinity stickers themselves. Okay, so grab your knife, line it up. Okay, make sure get as close as you can possibly dare to the edge. Alright, and cut her off. Boom, done. Alright, so put your infinity ones aside, as I do believe in issue 6 they'll be going through the application of this and the RedBull mobile ones. Okay, but put them aside for now. Alright, so just trim off all your excess. Okay, this one's not as bad as the other total one, as it's got a coloured background, so you won't notice the clear of it that much, but it still pays to get a nice straight crisp edge. Alright, so the last couple of bits here, line it up, cut it off. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to split them. Okay, doesn't matter which one you do first. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to grab our wing, rear wing. Alright, peel off our backing. Okay, and darkest side to the curve. Okay, there's a little groove for it to just sit into. Yeah, and just try and get it as straight as you can. Okay, you may have to curve it over the edge here, which is alright. And for now we're just going to leave that. Alright, and put that aside. Grab the other bit and just trim off the last bit of backing here. Okay. Okay. Peel off your backing. Alright, flip her over, and as I said, darkest bit to the rear, and just try and get it as straight as possible, and if you have to, curve the edge over. Okay, now if you guys are some of the lucky ones that have seen my other videos, you would have noticed that I have pointed out that these fins here are covered up by the tape. Also, reference to the book, they're also covered up the fins, and that's all they tell you to do. Now if you take my other wing here for example, alright, let's flip this one over. I've cut in slits into my stickers to blend in with the fin. Alright, now that's it, what the book tells you to do. Leave it over the fins. Okay, it looks ugly. And this here, cut into the fins. Looks a bit more realistic. Alright, so what you gotta do, grab your knife, okay, run it along run it along this side, okay, so you just grab it along and you're going to want to just put your knife in, drag it along, okay, and bend it in, okay, stick your knife in, drag it along, and bend it in. Knife in, drag it along, bend it in. Okay, and then maybe we adjust for that last little bit and bend it in. Okay, so now we've gone from having a wing that has half of its aero fins blocked off to a wing that looks a bit more realistic. Okay guys, so I'm just going to quickly repeat the process for the other side. Okay. Bend it in. Bend it in. Bend it in. And bend that last one in. So all in all you should have about 4 cuts. Okay, and it just adds a little bit more realism to your model. Okay, so yeah, that's all the book really tells you to do in this issue. For the total sticker on the front wing, the total sticker on the rear wing. So the next issue, issue 6, gives you the next part of your chassis front. Okay, obviously just like this issue you can't do much with it, so I do guarantee they're going to most probably go through the application of these infinity stickers to the rear wing. If not just those, maybe the RedBull stickers here to the insides of the rear wings. And then finally in issue 7, when we get our tyre and foam insert, we'll be putting on our tyre rubbers and our foams, but also they'll show us how to apply our Aussie Racing stickers to the insides of the rims, which go one on the top, one on the bottom, and that's pretty much just straightforward. So yeah, so it's going to be a couple of honestly boring issues coming up, as we already know where the stickers go. But once we start getting some more of the chassis parts happening, yeah, our model should start to come together. So yeah guys, so please click the like button and subscribe, and feel free to leave any comments or any suggestions about what you'd like to see in the video. So yeah guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.